In order to prevent concreting failures, there are two more very important phrases in ISO 9001 which construction engineers and design engineers need to understand and to provide for at all stages of planning and execution. These phrases are special processes and continuous monitoring. ISO 9001 defines special processes as those processes you can't verify by testing or inspection after the process has been completed. ISO 9001 says that such processes must be continuously monitored. It's fairly obvious that most critical concreting processes are special processes. Therefore, to comply with ISO 9001, we need to provide the right people, experienced inspectors, to watch with their own eyes to see that the concrete really is flowing as it needs to be, and not running out of energy, as happened to the concrete shown here. It was in the hollow flange of this curved box girder that the problem occurred. Actually, it only occurred in one short section, which says a lot for the skills of the concreting crew. But you see, the designer has made a problem by requiring the concrete to be forced through a narrow gap for 2 meters without providing any access. Note the man in the brown shorts. He was our resident QA inspector and the hero of the day. The men on the left of this slide are the contractor's good guys. The man on the right is my senior QA inspector, checking that these guys are fully aware of the problem and are observing the concrete flowing out from underneath the void forms. But then the good guys went off for lunch. The relief crew weren't up to the job, and this is what happened. Our QA inspector was convinced there was a problem, but the contractor didn't want to smash his formwork open to check it out. Even our resident engineer was nervous about forcing the contractor to open up. But my senior inspector and I trusted the competence of our site inspector and persuaded the resident engineer to take the risk. Fortunately, our actions were vindicated and proper repairs were carried out. Now, you can't do this sort of thing unless the QA provisions of the contract are practical and enforceable.